The agreement would allow Japanese troops to join more training and exercise to respond to natural disasters and humanitarian operations in the Philippines. It could lead to similar agreements with other Southeast Asian nations.
The two sides will continue talks to further strengthen and streamline their military joint exercises and other operations, while seeking to expand Japanese defense equipment and technology transfer to the Philippines and strengthen cooperation trilaterally with the United States. They also confirmed Japan's continuing assistance for the Philippines Coast Guard to reinforce their maritime safety capabilities.
Kishida announced 600 billion yen, or around 4.65 billion US dollars, economic assistance from public and private sectors through March 2024, primarily to improve Philippines' infrastructure. Japan and Philippines also signed an agreement to work together in information and communication technology and to cooperate in energy, security, and industrial development.
まず経済協力に関してフィリピンの経済発展は日本にとっても大きな経済的機会となります。フィリピンの上位中所得国入りに向けた経済開発計画を支えるため、2024年3月までに6000億円の官民による支援を実施する旨お伝えをしました。
And after our meeting, I can confidently say that our strategic partnership is stronger than ever as we navigate together the rough waters buffeting our region. The future of our relationship remains full of promise as we continue to deepen and expand our engagements across a wide range of mutually beneficial cooperation.
You know what, Rasha and Kai, I think Ferdinand Marcos Jr., the president, is really playing the cards really well. Now, he just signed, this week, he signed an agreement with the United States for a greater access for military bases.
Yes.
Last month, he was in Beijing and he was meeting with his counterpart, President Xi Jinping, to pursue independent foreign policy. Now to visit Japan, he said he wants to have a closer ties and also with the United States, especially in its defense ties. So he's playing his card really well to the end of spectrum.
You know what? I think he's learning very much from Indonesia. No.
We are the new Switzerland, right?
Well, we could say so, but I think it's also very important to note that it is very important to have a great relationship in terms of everything. And there are things that are still, there are things that you can still collaborate with in terms of, even though, you know, it's like us as really good friends.
Yes.
We can disagree on a couple of things. We're not going to war, but we still have a lot of means of, a lot of means to keep a good relationship together. And what I think is really appealing, I think, for Japan and, and the US to sign with the Philippines, because this is the region that these countries would like to keep safe.
Yes.
If you remember, from the Chinese influence, and these countries would love to influence, if you remember. And I really think this is going to be a very interesting journey. But if you think about how ASEAN is working in terms of responding to these regional conflicts or these superpowers, influences, it's very much consistent with how Ferdinand Marcos is working, and is very much consistent in how Indonesia is working as well. I mean, in a different way.
Yes.
But it's just basically, you want to be smarter when you have all these conflicts around you.
Yes.
You just have to stay strong. And I'm very sure that with these deals, and I know this region, if there is so much economy to be predicted coming out in this year, we have to flourish power-wise as well. We have to flourish and stand our ground, not to be taken too far to whichever spectrum. And I think it's smart play indeed.
And I mean, like, we can see Ferdinand Marcos Jr. when he was just rising to the position, a lot of actually opposition because of the family heritage, and now we're seeing him more and more doing all the strategic moves, and it goes to show that he's actually, doing the work, starting to do like what he promises, and I think he's thriving in the geopolitical landscape.
Exactly.
This contrast to the previous president, he is very focused and, establishing balanced relationships.
I think he's just taking like what Donald Trump excused, like his quotes, America's first. This is like Philippines first, right? I'm doing good for my country. I know what's good. We know that Philippines has already good ties with the United States, but I'm also friends with China, and nobody's going to use me as a tool, by the way.
I think that's the good, steady ground that he should be standing on.
Yes, so we can, like you said, we should collaborate, and we should have a good strategy, but my country first, for my own
Yeah.
well-being, and that
Exactly.
is exactly very smart.